Question of the day. Why should a man, or how does a man retain his semen? Let's get into this. Now check this. You ever seen the movie Mortal Kombat? When there's a fatality, you should watch it. I know, so you know what I'm talking about. But it's a fatality. When Shang Tsung, when they kill the guy, Shang Tsung sucks the life, the soul out of the guy, right? That's what happens to you every time you ejaculate. The soul part of you leaves to make life. That's what your body thinks is going on. Your body thinks life is happening every single time you ejaculate, whether it's in your hand, on her face, on the wall, on a napkin. That's what it is. So why should you waste your vital life force if that's not what you want to do? So let me help you understand what's really going on. Every man, well, not every man, but the average ejaculate 20 to 50,000 times in his lifetime. That's a lot of times to ejaculate. How many times is he using that for a baby? Probably 0.111%, if that. So why should he be losing that much vital life force that many times? Now, if you look at people nowadays, we are a lot weaker than we used to be, over-sexualized, a lot weaker. And if you could use more energy to make you as a machine better, because you are a machine, you're not a robot, but you are a machine. Some people are robots though, but you're a machine. If you could use it, would you use it? Now, when you hold on to your semen, I don't mean not having sex. I mean to not ejaculate. You can have sex every single day. Just don't let it go. Remember what I said about coming and going? It should be called going, not coming, because something is leaving you, nothing's coming into you, everything is going, which is why you're tired, you're sleepy and everything. Now, if that one man who makes 50 million to 250 million cells of sperm use one cell for every woman, he could repopulate almost the entire world. One man, if that was possible. That's how serious it is. In order to ejaculate, your body thinks it's passing on its genetic code, which means that part of it has to leave, which is why when you see your children, you're like, he's just like me, he annoys me. Because that day, you pass your genetic code of that particular seed to that child, and they got that part of your genetic code. Another kid maybe have a different part of you in that genetic code. Depends. But every single time you do it, you're passing on your code. Now, when it comes down to it, fellas, when it comes down to it, you should not be ejaculating unless you're needing it to make life. Simple as that. You need to make life. Now, I'm not, this guy says, okay, I ain't going. Listen, I'll ejaculate. So my body can feed off of its own life force. What is your sperm worth? 1 steak, 10 eggs, 6 oranges, and 2 lemons. Which means I'm not trying to give her a full course meal if I just took her to dinner. If I just took you to Vincenzo's or whatever it may be, I just spent all this money. I'm about to give you another dinner? Nah, I'm keeping this dinner. I'm going to go ahead and feed my own body. Now, when you are sick, when you are injured, when you are tired, when you have some type of dysfunction going on in your body, when you have dis-ease going on in your body, to ejaculate is the worst thing that you possibly could do, because your body needs all of its life force to be able to nourish and to strengthen your vessel, which is why women live longer than men. Can guarantee it. All right. Now, fellas are wondering, well, how much should I ejaculate? You shouldn't ejaculate all the time, because you can also use the energy. Say if you're having sex with a woman and you don't ejaculate and you just stop and satisfy her, you can use that energy you feel flowing through your body that you can't control, harness it, and let it permeate through your body and redirect it into something else. So say you want to read a book, or say you want to hit a goal, say you want to play basketball. Take that energy or go to the gym and go work out. Watch how much stronger you'll get if you keep on doing that. Your max will go up at least 50 pounds in a month if you do it the right way. I'm telling you. You'll be more leaner. You'll be toned. You'll burn fat faster. You'll be sharper mentally. I heard it even grows hair back. So you know I'm going to take this to the end to tell y'all. If y'all start seeing hair come up, if you see hair coming here, if y'all look at my old videos, I didn't have no mustache. It's still weak, but it's getting stronger than it was because it was super weak before. Y'all look at my old videos, no mustache. So I've been doing something right because it's coming. You know what I mean? I just had a beard couple, so it's coming. But when it comes down to it, fellas, you need to be able to retain. Now, you want to make sure if you are trying to impregnate a woman that her soil is good, and you want to also make sure your seed is good, because there's such thing as putting a bad seed in good soil or a good seed in bad soil when it comes down to it. Retain, ejaculate. Don't ejaculate every day, but ejaculate, because it takes so much for your body to recreate that. It just yanks everything from you to do that over and over again. And you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You weren't educated like this in school. Well, we in school now. You're an adult and you get no excuses. Once you learn the information, everything that happens after that is now your fault. Ignorance is bliss, but not on this channel. Not if you're watching this, you know now. So, if you feel like an ejaculation, is bad, or you feel like semen retention is bad, leave it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. But it was this guy I was talking to, because people will ask me, well, that means I can't have sex. I'm not having sex at all. You should be using your glands. You should be using all of your glands in your body, whether you want to use it to permeate throughout your body, or whether you just want to use it to ejaculate or ejaculate. You should be using it, all right? Because what happens if you don't use it, like this guy I was talking to, his stuff started to shrink, because what happens is when you don't use it, your penis goes back into your body. It's like, I'm not being used, so it goes back into your body. That's what happens. So you should be having sex. And if you can't have sex, do something. All right? Do something. Sexual kung fu. Do it. All right? Practice. Makes perfect. I'm telling y'all right now. But I'm telling y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and if anybody wants to know where I get all this dope jewelry from, go to the website. It's bijou, crystals, is right on the website in the description. But if you have any questions, you want a consultation, you want to get into it further as far as this conversation, leave it right in the comment section, or just book a consultation and we can talk about it. But besides that, I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all soon. Until the next video, peace.